I will be talking about don't awaken love before it's time. And my scripture will be taken from Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verses 7. It says here, I charge you, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, by the roe and by the hinds of the field, that you stir not up nor awaken my love till he pleases. And today we're going to talking about don't stir or awaken love before it's time, because there can be consequences, especially as a woman. You may be at a place like, in a few days, we're in the month of love, where you might want to express your love by doing what we're ought not to do, what's supposed to be done in marriage. And the thing is, you might say, you know what, I just want to do this thing one time. And then when you go and you stir up and you awaken love, you awaken the feeling in a man. It's like a baby. The baby want to sleep. If you've had children, the baby want to sleep, and you're trying to put the baby to bed, and the baby like, nope, and the child will not sleep. The child knows it wants to sleep. The child wants to sleep, but the child will not sleep. So when we stir up and we awaken love before it's time, and then we're like, okay, this is just a one-time event. I'm just going to do it for February the 14th, and then I'm not. Now you already awaken the desires in a man, and it's not, you cannot put it back. You cannot awaken it and like, okay, I awaken it, and it was just a one-time. It was just a one-time special. And then you find yourself in something that you didn't even want it to happen, or you find yourself in a relationship that you didn't even expect, because in your mind, I'm going to do it on February the 14th, and that's it. And it doesn't happen that way, especially with a man. When you awaken and you stir up the feels, and now it's not, you can't put it back to bed. And even if you put it back to bed, like the baby that knows it wants to sleep but refuses to sleep, it may cause resentment towards you. The man may resent you. The man may even hate you, because you have awakened love. You have awakened love, and you have awakened the desires. You've awakened so much stuff within the man, and you be like, oh, this was just a one-time. It was just a one-time event. And then the man might result into manipulation and all sorts of things to get you back on your back. And you like, oh, I just wanted to do it one time. I'm just going to do it this one time. And in your mind is like, I'm just going to do it one time. And in this man's mind is like, how can I get this again? And he's thinking how he can manipulate you into going back to something that you may just want to do one time. Maybe you've not had relations for a long time, like just one time. Now you've awakened the love in the man, and it's not going to go back. And you're trying to explain, but he is maybe not understand, because he's a man and you're a woman. The thinking is not the same. So I say to you, like the Song of Solomon says, I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the roe and by the hinds of the field, that you stir up nor awaken my love till he pleases. So I charge you, women, not to stir nor awaken love, because the consequences can be great. We can get soul ties. You're running behind the man, not because you like him, but because your soul is tied to him, because you awaken something that was not meant to be awakened at this time. And I know in a few days, many of you may be thinking that, I am going to do it. I'm going to set my mind, and I'm going to do it on February the 14th. But if you're not prepared for the consequences, it's better for you not to do it. If you're not prepared to what is going to happen, it's best you not do it. If you're not prepared, like the man says, this was a king, and he should know something or two about love, because Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines. If you're not prepared for the consequences, like the Song of Solomon said, do not awaken love before it's time. do not do it. Because if you're not prepared for the consequences, if you're not prepared for the soul tie, if you're not prepared for the man possibly manipulating you into you having continually to have relations with it, if you're not prepared for the consequences, I will repeat to you what the Song of Solomon says. I charge you, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, by the roe and by the hinds of the field, that you stir not up nor awaken my love till he pleases by.